100 lives we live. In a sense, I've known you forever. 7,000 lines are read. Soul inside your bubble. Time racing tonight. Intervals divided. One never lay as a time. Would you know the life we had? And still we live our love so bad. It was always electrical. 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 It's like a perception's garden, fractal harmonic diction, slowly giving rise to our carnival. We thought so far, a reservation, guest stars. Never mind this old honeymoon, we can make some more. Make yourself a beautiful subtle energies. I told you once, we never, you've known this forever. It was always electrical. It was always electrical. It was always electrical. It was always electrical. What up, everybody? Been a little while. Felt like I had to come on and stream. The view is just too nice to keep all to myself. Just been super duper busy lately with work, so I haven't had a chance to get on and stream or even do any type of astronomy, even though there have been incredible events going on lately. You'll see a little bit of shadow at the top right. That's actually a telephone pole, so nothing weird. Actually looks kind of cool. So the moon is still rising here. Full moon tonight, December 7th, 2022. Thankfully I had everything set up and ready to go. I miss my space fam. But yeah, like I said, it's been so busy. I've been literally working all day, sleeping, and trying not to get sick, with everybody basically getting sick around me. And yeah, so I hope everybody's been doing great and watching all the incredible updates from Artemis. I gotta say, I don't want to show any of those images on my stream, but they are incredible. I haven't really had a chance to dig in as much as I'd like, but some of those pictures are just ridiculous. So all I can say really is that it's a very complex emotional state of being when you realize we're actually doing these space missions that we've really wanted to see for many years. So pretty incredible. Let me know what you all think of the images. There was one in particular with the Earth and the Moon in the same shot, which is just like really, really magnificent. So kudos to the Orion Artemis team, I gotta say. Hopping in the chat, say what's up to Plain Truth first. Frederick, what's happening? I see rainbows and butterflies. Lovely evening to you. NGC, what's happening? Just saw your email. Like I said, I literally just opened email for the first time in, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I was like really deep in archiving the show and working on tracks, and then all of a sudden work got super busy. So that's how it goes. You gotta save up some money in this bear market. Who else we got? Genghis Khan, good vibes, friend. Rune Thorson, incredible. Uncredible. Not uncredible, incredible. NGC says, I'm happy but want to see more. Yeah, like literally I just before the show I thought to check in. It's been maybe 5-6 days, and I don't know, I gotta say, like, really hard to fake these photos. They seem legitimately real to me. Of course, I'd love some shots with the exposure turned up to see the stars in the background. And but yeah, really hard to fake those kind of angles of the moon, and it looks legitimate to me. So that's just, you know, of course I'm going to spend the next few months, and probably a lot longer, digging into these photos. At least they're high resolution. At least we're getting some photos. But like I said, it's a complex emotion to have, because it's like we've been yelling about going back to the moon, and now we're actually there, and there are some photos. So trying to sit with that and enjoy it, and not have this creeping skepticism and cynicism about the whole thing, because whether or not there are other layers to the greater story, which of course there are, it's still a pretty incredible thing to take in and enjoy in this lifetime, right? Pretty crazy. All right, so we got a beautiful full moon. I don't think, I was checking it up, but I don't think we're going to be able to see the Mars occultation, but I do see Mars hanging out at the 7 o'clock, like, I don't know, 10 degrees, 5 degrees below the moon to the bottom left, if y'all can see the moon. It's a very cool sight. I don't know if I've seen it quite that close before, Mars and the moon, but yeah. What else happened? A couple of Thunderbolts Project videos, especially like that last one, Wings of the Butterfly, NGC, right? Of course, love scrolling through and seeing NGC's comment on Thunderbolts Project. Besides that, I really haven't had a moment to check in on anything in the scene, but y'all know nothing has changed. It's always been electrical. Let's see. How do I, Plain Truth says, how do you explain the moon changing into the shape of an egg from Artemis? I think it's due to the same things that if you've ever taken a picture of the moon next to the horizon, like along a bay or along, yeah, basically it squashes the sun, it squashes the moon. It's basically a lens distortion, and yeah, it's like a camera effect. And it's a camera effect based on the fact that our eyes are like cameras, and then we're seeing through the ionosphere, the magnetosphere of Earth, into space, and it's basically creating atmospheric distortions, because also, not only that, Earth and the moon are both along electrical filaments at the center, and at the poles there's different, gosh, I haven't talked about Electric Universe in a while, but rotational forces, counter-rotational forces, counter-rotational energies, and the electrical rings around the Earth and the moon are actually affecting what we see. So that's really what's happening. There's squashing and stretching, and when we see the moon, I guess Artemis could also be passing through, right? So I know your question is really about Artemis and Orion, but I'm thinking about it, it could very much be due to passing through a point in space where things dilate or compress. In fact, I'm just kind of talking out my ass right now because I haven't seen the particular shot, but I'm just trying to put a logical premise to it, but I'll look into it a little bit further. I don't know. Basically, the foundation for it is that these shots look pretty legitimate and are actually the types of shots that I'm interested in, to see parts of the moon where you see the back of all the mare. So you see half of the moon with mare and half of it without. There is a lot to be discovered from this, from the vantage point of what I've talked about in stellar metamorphosis theory. Let me adjust the image here. It's a little bit blown out. Be right back. Let's play some tunes. Good to see everybody in the chat. I hope you're all well.
So lacking love, what mystery or love? In between the record, I found right head turned to dust. show when you just went to leave. I believe what's told, our story carries out. Your breath so inspiring. Oh, it's nothing like you thought it though. One day there's nothing left to prove. All this love we find, falling into face with you. Long enough and I'm gonna lose my mind. Cleared out the evidence, uncover the shock this time. Like there's a fire. Say you to love for so long. Oh, like there's a fire. Lights in the distance, I walk slowly up the stairs. See ahead a lion sit alone upon his bed. Oh, factory beast, I know it's been so long. What time is it? What time is it? I know I will cast sight of it, so go on informed. Oh, sand is like the mind and scattered soul. I let it go. Sigh like I'm all reaching out. I left my home for 7 miles. We trail along for 7 lives. Let the whole heart sing. We'll cover the shock this time. The light doesn't fire. Say you loving for so long. Like there's a fire. There's a fire, fire. There's a fire. There's a fire. Say you burn. Like there's a fire. There's a fire, fire.
All right. So, what was I saying here? So, moon's looking good. Adjusted the settings. Got it a little sharper, a bit more color. Gorgeous moon tonight. Would not want anything more from it. But so it's a little bit wobbly. 8-inch tonight, just so that we can get this wide shot of the full in full frame, and also scoot over and see Mars in a moment. I see Ellie Wynn. Greeting, Spaceling. Great to see you. Hope you've been well, and I hope the cats have been well. Let's see. Yeah, plain truth. I know about the Bandcamp purchase stuff. I'm still working through that. Like I said, I haven't had a moment. So nobody buys stuff on Bandcamp until I put an official announcement out. It could be a few months before I sort out the tax thing on it. Yeah, if you want to, I don't know if you can listen to it. I haven't really checked it out, but I'm actually just archiving the entire TakeBackSpace library, so it's going to be really more functional next year when I have a moment to organize all the albums and all the songs. I've been doing this kind of monumental job of backing up everything and labeling everything and creating documents to reference the tracks and reference the demos. So it's a lot of work, and but ultimately it will pay off when I can just put up a page where we can listen to all the music from all the different albums. So yeah, that's the Bandcamp thing. Let's see. Yeah, I was just agreeing a little bit about the skepticism when it comes to agency choices in terms of PR, in terms of headlines, in terms of footage, in terms of renders, and what they present, what they don't, and how they present things. But for this particular thing with Artemis and Orion, I'm trying to really put my skepticism on hold pretty hardcore, simply because it's like, it's just a hard place to be, to constantly be a doubter, you know what I mean? It's a little bit difficult to not embrace it. So what I'm going to do is try and shelf some of this skepticism for the next few months as the photos and images come out, and as we see some more of the data, let's say. But yes, I always think that we should have real footage that's unmodified, and if it's modified, you should see the artist should be on a stream where they explain what they've done to the footage and why they did it to the footage. I think anytime there's a live panel for science, there should be actual live footage of the planets streaming in. There's no reason there shouldn't be, like Neptune and Saturn, Jupiter. Yeah, as well as I think there should be a lot more articles and videos about these images from Artemis. I mean, I guess, to be fair, I haven't looked up everything recently, but some of these images are worth entire panels or discussions about with experts, comparing and contrasting with older evidence and images from LRO and the Grail missions and Apollo and all this stuff, and trying to put together a larger, more coherent picture of the moon, right? And that's not happening. So there are a lot of holes in the plot, but I gotta say I am trying to just enjoy some of these shots just from a I don't know, get back to being a little bit ignorant, purposefully ignorant, just because it's too much to constantly be tearing things apart. Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling. I'm back in therapy. But let's see. Ellie says, thanks for wishing me well. Still alive after so much stress. Yeah, it's been difficult for a lot of people. Look at that airplane. Crazy. That's cool. Yeah, it's been kind of challenging with the family stuff and with Mom. Not really, I don't know. Without going off on a long thing, I just wish well for everybody, and I'm glad that you're here and that you've survived another bout of madness, and whoever else is going through the same thing. It's, like I said, it's a little bit a strange, compounded level of emotional anxiety and energy lately. Not anxiety necessarily in a bad way, but just a lot of, I'm losing a train of thought here, but just thinking about all the different experiences that I'm listening to, at the same time wanting to do all these things, but then also having to focus on work, because we live in this capitalist system where if you can get money at certain points in time, you kind of have to do it. And meanwhile, the importance of family and spending time with that in lieu of making money. So it's a very complex time, I think, for a lot of people. And yeah, I think that's how I want to articulate it. What's up, Marky Rizzo? What's happening? My birth moon sign is Sagittarius. You know I'm a Sagittarius as well, so yeah, just got through one. So yeah, you know. But it's just been a roller coaster, to be honest. Hard to really talk about anything in specific without going into a therapy session with y'all. So let's just enjoy some tunes here in the moon. Maybe towards the end of the year, when I quiet down from work, we'll do some more streams. Hank Derbs, what's going on? Welcome. NGC recorded the songs. Yeah, please, y'all, don't worry about it. I don't need money for the music. Please snip the songs and record the songs and do whatever you want with them, except for selling them in your name. But yeah, please listen to the music as much as you can, or in any way you can, rather, and as much as you can. But until I figure out what to do with the Bandcamp stuff, so yeah. All right, let's play some tunes here. I'm gonna go get a little smoke outside and look at the moon IRL, because it has this beautiful ring around it. You can't really see it because I have the level stretched on the stream, but it looks amazing if you can see it out. And we should also check out Mars before it gets up too high in the sky. What song should I put up here? Keep it on the new It's called Fine Fixer.
When I think back over your eyes, you're a cornerstone. When I think back over your smile, you're my comfort zone. When I'm in your field, so when I'm in your presence, so when I'm in your field, so no one like you, no two like you and me. Out by the stars, a sun for you to see. No one like you, no two like you and me. But I feel your soul, love sees beyond. I never thought to control your heart. Electric lifeline, a chain of stars. So I'll be whatever you want. So whenever you can, die whenever you go. Mean whatever you say, slow. Whatever you come by, whatever you hide. See what is most to be seen and wasted forever. Oh. No one like you, no two like you and me. Out by the sun, a sun for us to see. No one like you, no two like you and me. But I feel your soul, that sees beyond. I never thought to control your heart. In another lifetime, my chains of stars. Ooh, I saw you on the train. It's 9 o'clock. Deep down, I 12 o'clock. Oh, baby, I don't know, but maybe we could steal a show. Don't mean the opera. Feel love, feel love, feel love. Out there waiting, the night was so unbelievable. You were really something, you truly were the redeemer. So I was out here waiting, the nights were so unbelievable. I really want to know, I really want to know, I really want to know. Oh yeah, it's taking a path so I can be there. So that yeah. Oh yeah, it's taking a path so I can be there. Oh yeah, taking a path so I can be there. So I can be there. Constant peace and love don't hinge on nothing above. You find yourself responsible for all we become. Hey, even when we claim the game that we play, don't fret, it's only tough 'cause we choose to play. I'm thinking of something open eruption strung on your song, so then like you notice a person. Oh yeah, so taking a path so I can be there. So I can. Yeah, oh yeah, so taking a path so I can be there. So yeah, oh yeah, taking a path so I can be there. So I can be there. Focusing in, moving inside, what is it been? How do I know? How do we get? Seeing so far, getting living so real. How do we feel it? Focusing in, moving inside, what is it been? How do I know? How do we get? Seeing so far, getting living so real. How do we feel it? Focusing in, moving inside, what is it been? How do we know? How do we get? Seeing so far, getting here so right. Oh, look how we feel.
Oh yeah. That one is called Not So Far. It is mixed a little louder than the others though, but alright. So thanks for all the kind comments, everybody, and the birthday wishes. Yeah, it was about almost 2 weeks ago. Hit one of those magic numbers. But yeah, I didn't really celebrate this year. Might have some drinks towards the Christmas time and like merge Christmas and birthday celebrations. Everybody's been busy and sick, so nothing really happened, but I sat and watched the moon. I thought about streaming and then I got really tipsy and passed out. Nice, Hank Durbs, trying out some new dance moves. They need some work. All good as long as you're moving. As long as you're moving. So I'm going to play some tracks here. Just want to say what's up to Stephen A. Thank you and welcome. And whoever else is hanging out with us that I haven't said hello to. Pup, pup, pup. Yeah, I think I got requested Burn and something else. All these were the kind of new tracks that I was really working on over summer and fall. And it's so interesting, again, like the emotions about the moon and wanting to do all this streaming and like being so busy and not being able to focus on it. And also the same thing with the tunes. I was so hyped and writing all these songs and finishing all of these, the ones that I just played. And they've kind of been sitting there for a month and I haven't been able to do anything with them. Just mentally, like completely focused on elsewhere. But anyway, it's fun to listen to them and reconnect, get that sympathetic resonance going again. Shout outs to Eileen McCusick. Put out a great video today tuning in that hallway in that, I think she was in the lobby or something of the hotel. Anyway, always check out Eileen McCusick and Rupert Sheldrake. Rupert put out a couple of interesting videos. with Mark Vernon about some religious stuff. I don't know. I had a whole thing going in my brain, in my field, about, the contrast of religion and religious zealotry and evangelism, and when it's coupled with science and space and cultural relevancy. And it's kind of one of these things that it's a tough topic to really dig into. But yeah, people don't tend to want to talk about the real responsibility of the self in the field, and how really the observer is paramount to the whole thing, or at least intrinsic to the whole thing. We can't really talk about experiences without the relativistic perspective of the observer. So let's check out some Mars real quicks. What's happening, Charlie Silverman? Good to see you. And yeah, what do we have here? Burn, right? That's what you wanted. Oh, there it is. All right. Back in a couple.
Bars of trepidation lost along the way. You know, the smoke lines and coke dimes and turning off the tape. I was just the youngest, but I know it was the same. 'Cause you burn for me like I burn for you. You crave for me like I crave for you. Quick now, deliver my rhythm. You're slamming my pavement, philosophy graveyard. I fly to the comet, collapsing like starbursts. Catastrophe's hidden, now that we're both in it. So all they have to say themselves.
quickly because I want to adjust the image a bit more. My tracking, again, is atrocious tonight for some reason. It's acting all glitchy. But Mars is looking incredible. I don't think I've seen it this large in a long time. You can see the pole at the top, the white tip, or the rim rather. It's just an incredible looking shot right now, even on the 8. So I'm going to try and get us a little bit closer here. But just want to hop in and say that, yeah, incredible shot of Mars. So lucky that we get to do this in this crazy world. Also want to say hi to Dr. Ayad Hassan Kamil. What's going on, Doc? Nice to see you. Hope you've been well. And T.S. Apostolos, nice to see you. Welcome. And whoever else is joining us. So yeah, wow. It's kind of incredible. I gotta say that there's a lovely symmetry to it. I don't see any of the main like Valles Marineris or any of the darker features, but it also looks like it might be like encased in like a dust storm. Not really a dust storm like we had a few years ago, but just enough to like obscure some of the darker features. But it also could just be the visibility and the brightness of the full moon. Either way, incredible that we get to have this. If you can see it outside to the bottom left of the moon, you saw where I just moved the telescope down at not nary 10 degrees or so. So, truly incredible Martian view tonight. This one's called Lock It Right In.
Memories of you. Always gonna run in line, don't starlight kind, moonlight shrine, or right side, or light tone, privilege ships in night's crown, fire like trees, chill like smoke, sign a hall, inside shell. Where are you? I've been here so every life you come along, locking right in. Oh, every night it comes about, knocking right in. Oh, every life you come along, we'll fit right in. What you say to life completed, don't you sound conceited. So long for you, I've been dreaming. So long for you, I've been dreaming about the one with you, I've been singing about the stream. So long for you, till I see the color of your eyes reflected in the same picture I made for you. Oh no, but you know what brings it, and you know what soul can sense it, but you know what brings it, and you know what soul can. We got it all, it's on what brings it out, and you know what soul can sense. Got us electric love, what brings it out, and you know what soul can.
Alright, little Electric Blood. Queuing up a couple more songs here, but just want to hop in and see the chat for a moment. Dr. Ayad says, Chris's music really takes me to another dimension. Spacey. Yeah, it's interesting. Like I said, I haven't listened to my own stuff in a few weeks, and sometimes you put things in a mental container. And so it was really cool to break it open today and say, like, and queue up all these songs and feel like, gosh, did I really write all these songs? Sometimes it really feels like that. Like sometimes I feel so disconnected from all this music. And then 10 songs in, we're back in the flow. And I'm like, yeah, this is my life too. I don't know, maybe I'm not making a lot of sense tonight. But yeah, shout out to Thunderbolts and Buddy Doherty. I went back and watched some of his videos on the geometric view. I realized there's just so much content that Buddy has put out. I was thinking of people in the scene. So yeah, so many different ideas, especially looking at that last Thunderbolts Project video where it has the wings of the butterfly. And I think, who was it? Was it Armstrong? Michael Armstrong who was talking, but he was explaining these concentric plasma sheaths, and it's really, really quite simple. But at the same time, we're watching this Artemis mission and seeing all these images come in from organized and kind of gated space agencies. And so we live in this very interesting paradigm where, new physics is coming about, and a lot more people are talking about ideas that I feel are more correct than the old paradigms. But we also live in the reality where there's this standard dogmatic, foundational physics and science that is useful in a lot of ways and is very hard to kind of leave behind and completely apply new physics to these ideas. At the same time, it also feels like at some point popular mainstream science will say, oh yeah, we always knew it was electric. And so they'll completely adopt it and say, which in a way is sort of what's happening with the moon missions, right? With all the skeptics being like, we'll never go to the moon. Even me saying, oh, it'll be forever. We'll see. Let me see if they ever get to the moon. And now they're at the moon. And it's interesting to think about like how to feel about that from a skeptic vantage point. So I haven't heard a lot of comments about the images from Artemis or Orion, so let me know in the chat what y'all are thinking, skeptical or not. But yeah, after all these years, I've done 7 years of talking about how agencies gate science and how the space missions are both amazing, but also we don't know really a lot about it, and not a lot of facts are deduced from these missions. There's just a lot of there's a lot of secrecy around them. Some are really popular, some aren't. It's not very consistent in terms of the kind of relationship that the public has with science. So for me, it's an interesting time to kind of check my own feelings about skepticism and try and embrace the fact that ultimately we might be moving into a different state of science in terms of the way culture views it, and maybe it's a critical mass as well. Maybe enough people now are thinking outside the box or outside the human body into the field, and it's an irreversible process to get. And now people are really questioning things from a much bigger picture vantage point, and I see it everywhere. So it both almost is like, you can almost, from a skeptical vantage point, you can say, oh, now everybody's taking my ideas and I want to still stay skeptical about it because this was always my platform. And then on one hand, you want to really embrace it because you're like, this is actually what I've wanted this whole time. And it's more nuanced than that, but those are the kind of the questions that have been popping into my field up and down. Because, we'll see how this all goes. Again, the maybe and wait and see mentality is kind of where I find some peace, where I just enjoy it for what it is, and just take each photo or image as it is. Again, like something like the shots of Neptune. When you see the technology that VLT has and that Keck has, and the adaptive optics upgrades that they have, the fact that we have like 10 photos of Neptune is kind of ridiculous. Like, we should have hundreds and hundreds of photos of Neptune and panels of scientists talking about, all the details we know about Neptune and Uranus and Saturn, right? Like, the fact that we have these telescopes, I can always fall back into this, why don't we have more? I'd like more, please. But, so yeah. I know I'm absolutely rambling tonight, but I appreciate y'all anyway for bearing with me while I collect all these different thoughts. Like, I get on thinking, oh, I'm going to be so coherent tonight, talk about all these things, and then I get on here and I feel like I'm trying to convey 10 ideas at once. And it hasn't changed after hundreds and hundreds of shows. All right, this one's called Why Don't You Try? And I'm going to go step outside again, take a look and see where we're at, just because it's so pretty out. 7:10 p.m. Let's try.
Why don't you give me something to live for, someone to die by? Start to see, start to let it be something new, something new. Oh, what are we gonna do? Fly, fly, tell me if you feel you all night. Why? No, I've been waiting for your white light. No, I've been thinking that you should be mine. So call me up, and let's get down, 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 down. So call me up, and let's get down, 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 down. Oh, you send me messages across the cosmic network, and you send me pictures from across the astral plane, and you send me cryptic kisses across the matching network. So call me up, and let's get down, 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 down. So call me up, and let's get down, 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 down. Je t'attends, mon amour, si tu es assis dans mon que la même semaine, achetant la éternelle avec Kronos son billet. Je suis la même que ton avant l'année chaque jour. Je t'attends, mon amour, avec les mecs sans agrévé. Et c'est Lunar magnétique, c'est l'amour magnétique, c'est mon amour magnifique. Cool on it. No, I didn't. You wouldn't. 'Cause what you be is rooted. Whatever it takes. Please. I've been dreaming from the heart. No lie. Been beaten from the heart. No why. No why. No why. So call me up, and let's get down, 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 down. So call me up, and let's get down, 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 down.
The Pup song, What's Happening, Mary Soul Taker, welcome. Mary Soul Taker, I know, Soul Taker and Mary quite, welcome. Happy full moon, everybody in the chat room. Should we play something live here for a moment? Let's see you again. Space family. I know that's alright. I know myself. I know if it pleases you. I know if you feel alright. Alright, give me a sound check here, y'all. Also, don't forget to hit that 4K if you haven't. NGC, I forgot how to play my own song. Yeah, I forgot what it was. Ding. Turn off the phone. Forgot to do that. Let's prove everybody's coming. Let's prove everybody's feeling how you. I just know that I love being here. Sometimes I got enough time. I gotta hankering to get online. Space friends, catch some feelings, and tell y'all a little story about, about rocket ship, the skeptical rocket ship, hanging out 300,000 miles, like a trip. Skeptical rocket ship, prove my conspiracy. I'll feel lonely if you don't. What's my hope for? Sense to me. Oh, but here we go again. As long as it feels good, here we go again. Here we go. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll just warming up here a little bit. Try and get in the vibe. I feel like let's just send out a little gratitude for the internet connection. For some reason, I just got a little flashback, like Vietnam flashback of the internet dropping because of Hank's comment. And I was like, man, it's great. It's been like green, 28 megs up, like no kink in the stream tonight. No kink in the stream tonight. That steady green I love to see. No kink in your star till later tonight. That steady green, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. That's how I get you shots of the moon. Soon we won't feel blue. That's how I get you shots of the moon. So we won't feel blue. It's the last moon of 2022. It sounds pretty obvious to you and me. The last moon of 2022. Said moon and Mars climbing far away. And Mars what's happening, Vinny? TV Adventures, greetings from the Netherlands. Appreciate it. Like I said, my tracking is a little weird tonight. Like, it's good for a second, and then it's just the 8-inch that needs, like, nah, not going to whine about it. I'm going to sing about it. All right. My Nexstar telescope needs a software update, but there's no way to connect it. My Nexstar telescope needs an update, but there's no way to connect it. The software's deprecated. My Nexstar telescope. Nexstar telescope. Serve me well. Serve me well. The Nexstar telescope needs software update, but there's no way to connect her. My software update. Software update. Yeah. Software update. Tracking is atrocious. My tracking is atrocious. My tracking is atrocious. But you don't mind. Oh, you don't That's my can't update my telescope tracking software song. What's up, Flat Earth dude? How's it going? Just having some fun here, y'all. You know how I get goofy. Hitting that flow state. That Florida state. Alright, Moon's looking amazing, and but I do not want to miss all the great features, so let me know in the chat. Optionally, we can zoom in and see the moon a bit closer and also Mars a bit closer, or we can just watch the moon from this vantage point and see the whole disk. Quick scientific parallel or scientific point here before I continue playing, which is it is very interesting with the Orion Artemis stuff that not just are we getting images, but now we can look at the far side of the moon and different sides of the moon in higher resolution and in contemporary resolution in terms of like that the images are being taken now. So it makes me think very deeply about the two different sides of the moon, right? This idea that the side that we're looking at is literally almost either excavated or completely torn, scarred all across the surface. And on the flip side, the far side, all these images that you can see, there are no Maris really like that we see facing Earth. So thinking about it in terms of what I mentioned before, which is the best explanation I heard about it was Jeffrey Walensky, stellar metamorphosis, which is Earth captured the moon, and once Earth captured the moon, the Earth was still gravitationally powerful enough to attract all this debris and all these meteor showers that basically littered the far side of the moon with micro craterlets all the way across the surface. But then you really think about it and you're like, well, why do we have these giant mare and Maria? Rather is a plural of mare, but like all these mare like facing the Earth, and you think about it in terms of the capture and how that might be these giant electrical circuits between Earth and the moon, which actually melted the surface of the moon. So it does bring up and starts the thinking, or at least continues the thinking about the differences between the types of surface features that we see on the far side and the side facing Earth. So, gosh, I feel so rocky in my articulation tonight. Forgive me, but you know what I'm saying. Basically, like, why do we have Mare on one side and not Mare on the other? And in terms of standard cosmology, in terms of the Earth and the Moon being formed at the same time, you'd think that there's this idea that the Moon and the Earth both had inertial momentum. So both the Moon and the Earth were spinning, let's say. And so the Moon would have similar features all the way around, is what I'm saying. And the fact that we have this very specific one side looking a certain way and the other side looking another way, almost like Ceres, for example. So if you look at the moon Ceres, you'll see that the features are much more resemble the far side of the moon versus the side facing us. These mares are very specific. And yeah, it actually opens up that whole kind of preponderance. One other thing that's so interesting, if you look up at the top, you'll kind of see that... yeah, if you see the top left, that's Sea of Serenity, Sea of Tranquility, and then you have Mare Crisium up at the top. But it's interesting to imagine Sea of Tranquility, the one right in the center, the blue one, with Sea of Fecundity to the top right and Mare Nectaris to the bottom, as one large kind of feature. And the land, or the regolith, in between those three is actually what was remnant. So it's a much larger kind of pentagonal shape, rather than just Sea of Tranquility. I've thought about it before, but it just popped out at me as I'm looking at the screen. As well, if you follow the line underneath Mare Crisium, this kind of diagonal line, it's almost parallel to the line coming off of Tycho crater at the bottom. So there's a lot of interesting, almost square geometry right in the center of the moon. Little airplanes. So yeah, let's play a bit more music here about the burbs and the planes. All right.
Birds and the planes, birds and the planes, I think nothing of birds and the planes, become subconscious as they pass by my day. Birds and the planes, I think nothing of it. Sometimes we focus in, sometimes it's unavoidable, sometimes you let it in. It's so beautiful, birds and the planes, pay them no mind until they make noise. And I on my house, shit on my car, birds and the planes, you know we'll go far. Maybe cross country, maybe across town, maybe across country, maybe down south. Birds and planes, that's the same story. Birds and planes, they got something in common. Birds and planes, no mind till they make noise. Wake me from my slumber. Birds and planes.
Hey, thank you, Mary. Thank you. Yeah, it happened a little while ago, Mary. Thank you, though. Didn't make a big fuss about it this year, but it was nice and relaxed. So I appreciate the wishes. All right, birds and planes. Let's see. NGC says, some people think that there's a mirror of the Earth landscape. Still thinking about that. I mean, I've thought about it before. It was one of the first things that came up in 2015, 2016. When you look at it, obviously, there are certain features, especially like Sinus Iridum. All the different sections between the mares look like things like Italy, like the Mediterranean, like Florida, the Panhandle, Panama Canal. So your brain kind of wants to stitch the idea that the Earth and the Moon have a mirrored structural component. Is it such that it was mirrored when it first formed, and that's how Pangaea looked? Or, for me, it's kind of one of these, in this particular case, it's an Occam's razor thing, which is that tectonics and the shape of continents are fractal, and they're formed in the same ways throughout the universe. And therefore, if we have lava oceans on the moon or water oceans on the moon, you'd imagine, or you could derive or infer that you'd get fractal coastlines that looked very similar. Especially that since all of matter, everything that we see is based on resonance, it would be similar to the resonance on Earth, and therefore, but it's not just that, it's fractal resonance at all orders of magnitude, and therefore I think that coastlines look like coastlines on every planet. But yeah. But definitely check out Bow theory. Always good to dive deeper into some of these topics. Let's see. Verbs and planes. Let me record this for a second. Yeah, definitely haven't seen Mars and the Moon this close before. We have seen, what am I thinking of? We've seen Venus very close to the Moon, basically occulted by the Moon. But yeah, this Mars-Moon configuration is pretty incredible. Send happy thoughts to the sun. Send happy thoughts to the sun. They measured the results, and apparently obvious, and we can track with stuff. Send happy thoughts to the sun. Send happy thoughts to the sun. They measured the results, and apparently it was. Measured the results, apparently it was. And you start drifting so far, I think the Lunar knows where we love. Send happy thoughts to the moon.
clear. And there's just stars behind you. I told you I'd meet you when we're 65. Still alive, I hope. Still alive. 65, I hope. Seven of hallucinations in my head. Seven of hallucinations in my head. Round table fields, I met you in my dreams once. How could I forget? We sat at the same table. Setting up a rising sun with your unconscious mental figurines. And finding out how's the heart. Setting up inside the leaves. No, I will live and we believe inside out. Setting up a million years. Finding out how they all see you when you're within saddle, within shadow.
Yo, what's going on, Peter Battle? Popping quick. Glad to see you stop by for a moment. All good. Take care. See you on another
Religion is belief. Mountain that echo mountain. So let's see your God woman. Pretty sure we are trapped in endless days. Pretty sure we'll get to know something pretty soon.
Gosh, yeah, the drift is harsh tonight. Let's see. walking on the air. When you float with your bright red hair, it stunned me. Capitalize the precipice. Scans upon the precipice. And there it died. Let's center and storm. And potentially overcompensate. Potentially overcompensate. I don't go in the oceans. Too many things want to kill me. I don't walk on the street. Too many things want to stare at me. I'm trying to catch some waves. I sailor sit on the beach. As an Aussie, I would know I'm not really so. Trees make me happier. See red rhyme in the chat. Trees make me happier. Trees make me happier. Come on, everybody, let's dance. Oh, trees make me happier. Come on, everybody, let's dance. Make me happier. Trees make me happier. Can someone get me some trees? Make me happier. You know they got leaves, make me happier. Trees give you dreams, give you oxygen, fever, mycelium, underground roots and revelations. Give me trees, trees make me happier. It's the most unassuming of lyrics. Or it's the most unassuming combination of words that make the best lyrics. Just removed a few words there. Just removed a few words there. It's a little out of tune, isn't it? Just like old times. Ba 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 dum. There's a song by The Movement. Smoke that says she loves the trees more, she loves the ocean. Reminds me of that. Reminds me of that. You damn tree hugger. You damn tree hugger. I don't mind. I like to hug trees. I don't mind. I like to smoke trees. I don't mind. Don't make me freeze. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. Gosh, every time I get in the flow, every time I get in the flow, every time I get in the flow, she be wanting to let go. Every time, that's not even the right chord, is it? Every time. I pretty much do everything in A, right? Every time, every time, every time, every time. I'm just doing something weird. As weird as possible here. Let's go. Doesn't sound weird at all. Make me happier. Oh no. I saw a shade coming up over the horizon. We had our day in the sun. I saw your face rocking down my street. We'll have our day in the sun. We'll have our day in the sun. I saw you walking. I want to tell you you're responsible. I saw you walking. I want to tell you you're responsible for your own body. Saw you on the beach drifting away. Couldn't wait to tell you you're responsible. You're responsible. Making your own brain. Making your own brain. Making your own brain. And those beautiful legs and eyes fall. You're responsible song. All right, Moon. So do I still have time? I guess I started early enough, so the moon is still giving us some nice altitude. I do want to go back to Mars, though, with a closer lens. Closer lens. Don't tell me you're drifting. Don't tell me you're drifting. Just tell me you're cool. always thought nature apart will draw us together. Nature of your heart will draw us together. I've discovered the line in between us, infinite tempers, home, revolutions, oh, so far we're waiting. By me and you, they see our intentions, and like the slinky moon moves, love is never fooled. By me and you, oh, temperamental. Magic vibe, moon magic vibe, moon magic vibe, moon magic vibe, moon magic vibe, oh, moon magic Nice one, NGC. Oh, I misread it, but it worked syllabically. The Rogio moon. It's a Raleigh moon. It's enough to wake you. It's a bright old moon, and not enough to take you. It's a wobbling moon due to my foot tapping. It's a riding moon, feels like Tuesday moon. I don't know what day we are. All I see is blurry cars and a bright spot on the lunar paradise, taking us so far. All right, one more jam here, and then I'm going to take a little break. I don't know, I'm going to be streaming until I lose view, so it's something like 30 minutes or so. Working up a hunger over here. Stream, fly away from a sinking body. I got dragged onto this place, back from time and space. We were in line for another party. One done came along and asked me where the hell I thought I was going. Sounds pretty good to me. We're playing with that dream and make believe. The light of the moon come down. Real mama, oh, don't make them come round. In the depth of your frequency star, little baby, come on, don't make them come round. call. Oh, I gotta call. I gotta say. I gotta say. I gotta say. Light of the moon, that's your way. I'll make believe that's your way. I'll make believe that's your way. It's gonna make believe your way. In the light, 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 the light of the moon. Oh man, got a tickle. Alright. Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici? Encore chanson. La dernière chanson ici. Oh, j'aime beaucoup ce soir avec la lune. Avec l'espace conduit électrique, on l'étoile dans l'espace. Je dois écrire chanson pour toi. Oh, je dois écrire en l'air. Oh, ma petite chanson pour elle. Oui, envoyée avec toi, mon forgot what that word was. Mon cœur j'espère, mon cœur et toi, j'espère, tes yeux et toi, j'espère, tu comprendrais, tu me comprendrais, ton yeux et toi. Danse avec moi, tes yeux étoiles, ton cœur et toi. J'espère que tu comprends et moi, j'espère que tu me te comprends, j'espère que tu me mens, j'espère que tu comprends l'étoile avec moi, mes yeux avec les songes électriques. J'espère que tu me comprends, tu me comprends. All right. Un petit chanson. I hope it was mostly correct. I know it wasn't perfect. My French ain't that great. So many years to try to be fluent in something besides making my eyes so fine. it takes a remedy of heartache. It takes a drink and a smoke from my love to make you come alive, come alive. All right, little break here. Stretch the back. And you see, you got a totally French. Holy crap! Okay, wait, no, stop, stop! Jesus freaking Christ! What happened? Oh man, okay, scope's going crazy. Time for a little break.
I left home at 17. Couldn't tell you if I was living a dream. What could I do? For a while I played the field. How could I prove the hidden yield without the blues to feel? My heart was cruel and left no residue. Catch me if you fall, catch me when you're low. The loot goes high and high, as friends you used to know. Catch you when you fall, catch you when you're low. I love you, take a good look, it's a simulation. Wake up, it's solitary. Wake up, it's imaginary. And don't you know, your life is worth more than what can happen? Take a good look, it's a simulation. Wake up, it's solitary. Wake up, it's imaginary. Man, don't you know, your life is worth more than Catch me if you fall, catch me if you're low. The loot goes high and up, as fast as you can go. separate eye. Get your soul in a circle mind. It's stone made to sleep. I don't know where to go. Get the soul in a circle eye. Check the pain that we step aside. Even though there's something wrong, I don't know where we go. Can't leave yourself to die. Can't leave yourself alive. Pull everything, so why don't you are somewhat careful? Nobody's wrecking your body. It's only just waking subversive and trying. Your life is this time and your count is a crime. Living this vision of ultimate signs you don't know. Loving the symbols over and over like tin men born into slavery. I would love to break this whole damn illusion. Having such a partition, it's only fronts concealing it. Only once you're free from it. I would love to break this whole damn illusion. Having such a partition, it's only fronts concealing it. And only once you're free from it. With your mind in a separate eye. Got the soul in the circle fire. Like a stone that's made to sleep. I don't know where it goes. You got your soul in the second eye. Drink the pain that we step to die. Even though I know something's wrong, I don't know where you'd go.
All right. Just hopping back in here because I've been playing around with the scope for a second, but this little effect right here is so cool, and I'm not really doing anything. It looks like Mars is actually in focus behind all the lens aberration, or at least the sky aberration. It's kind of doing this kaleidoscopic effect, and it's looking so rad, especially when I was doing earlier, like, just so you know what I was doing. This is actually Mars, of course, and you can kind of see the sharp Mars just being fragmented and fractalized here. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this, really. It almost looks like it's out of focus, but I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I've been trying to focus it, if you can see, but it's really tough. It's just doing this kind of kaleidoscopic looping, and I'm not complaining because it looks amazing. But it's pretty mad, right? I'm trying to settle in on it. This is the 8-inch scope. Got rid of all the lenses, so it's just camera to scope right now. Really cool to see Mars and the moon that close together. I didn't think I was going to get the shot tonight, but it's... I don't think we're going to see the occultation on the East Coast, but it's close enough that it's like a once in an astronomical lifetime shot. Again, like I was looking back at like the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction a few years ago. That was such an incredible shot to get both of them in the same frame. Here we go again tonight, getting the moon and Mars in the same frame. Pretty crazy. Let's keep going with the tunes here. I'm just going to sit and like try and adjust this. I feel like it might be my focus too, but it also could just be atmospherics doing this cool effect. Wow, pretty wild. Okay, what song here? Let's do Ins and Outs.
Perfect brains like a golden model. It's you do. Break the steel up on the air. How you want to turn to ride. Silhouettes we crash against the waves we got to. Climb the mountains high enough like how we do.
All right, so hopping in here real quick to just let you know what's going on. So you can see the moon is actually, I think it's just the combination of the atmospherics, right? So I focused completely sharp, and we did get a quick glimpse here at how sharp it can be. Therefore, all the blurriness is coming from the atmospheric turbulence, or it's not really like, I don't see a lot of, it's actually quite warm. So it's interesting. It's not like cold air against hot air creating that kind of typical in and out of blurriness. There's something a little bit different going on, or at least it feels like that, just very, very subtle. Either way, I wanted to focus in here. We can see beautiful top half of the full moon. As well, like now I can zoom into Mars and we can make sure that it's as sharp as, the focus is as sharp as I would like it to be. Saying what's up to Tony in the chat, welcome. And thanks for hanging out, everybody. Yeah, the shots of Mars, super duper cool. And you can see here when we let it sit for a moment and it gets sharp, you can see some incredible detail. Mare Crisium at the top, underneath that Proclus. To the right, you got Fecunditatis, Tranquility in the middle, Serenity to the left, and then Imbrium at the bottom left corner. And if we just sit here for a moment, let it get sharp, we can listen to a tune. This one's called Why Am I? Some space theater.
Time in my see a hole in this dream, but everything leads me back to the grave. When I was let go, my soul tried to sailboat. Water, water, water. You barely knew what you knew, and then you stared at the clouds and the wind I too, and we climbed up tall of the highest rim and bring it all down to where I went. I bet you gon' do it once. I bet you gon' do it. Yeah, bet you free my mind.
Yo, all right, hopping in here real quick. So, gonna start wrapping it up because I'm gonna lose the view soon. But I'm glad we got this far. We got some live tunes earlier. Got some killer views of Mars. You saw that. I was trying to get in there. It was a pretty good shot. Not a lot of detail, but at least we got a clear disk. And now seeing Mars to the left and Moon to the right. Incredible conjunction. A unique one for sure. And rare to just be able to see it with perfect skies. So, as always, we are blessed with our full moon, but also the last full moon of 2022. I feel lucky to have been able to bring this and share it with you, connect us to space in some way. Well, it's not even some way, it's in many ways. We're already all connected, but just an additional way. It's an added benefit with a telescopic view. You free my mind. NGC, have a great day if you're still hearing this. I didn't see your note till a little bit later. Stay safe and love to you. Annette, I see you in the chat. Nice to see you. And Esoteric Gold and Tetrapodum, welcome. Good to see y'all at the tail end of this. And Lost Brooklyn as well. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure if we already had the conjunction. I feel like it's possible that this is going to happen on the west coast when the moon is further west. So I feel like we're still gearing up for this Mars occultation of the moon, but this is close enough. I feel like I'm going to pay attention later and see if I can't spot it, but it's not supposed to be visible from the east coast. Moon's going to be high up above tonight. Got to share this full moon, and that makes me feel good. What else we got? I think another 10-15 minutes. It looks like the 8-inch is definitely losing tracking. You can see the tracking has gotten really bad right now, but I'm going to just let it be and enjoy this view. And a couple more tunes. Let's see, what do we got? How about... This one's called Caverns. I haven't played this one in a while.
It's alright to show some fear, but don't admit that's all you got to do. Oh, it's alright, 'cause now you're here. So into bread, like I am wants to be read. We sharp like waterfalls, so the words cut harder once. Side bombing, mom and dad, those times ain't coming back. Hard to know just how to feel, and could they ever know peace? Maybe I'll just cut them slack, but they work so hard to relax. And when they get their bodies to the sea, I feel the end becomes me. We're the end, come the solution. Smiles, not confusion. My heart, I release you to the memory of this place. Still that far, song, an analog. And I feel like running back, gone too far this time, but I'm glad we're analog. You. Now you're here, let me kiss you. Did you hear that I missed you? Now you're here, let me test you. Did you hear that I missed you? Now you're here, let me test you. Did you hear that I missed you? Now you're here. Did you hear that I missed you? Now you're here, let me test you. Let me test you.
Okay, the horny song. Thanks for the kind comments, everybody. 9:05 p.m. It definitely feels later than it is, but it is perfect time to eat and watch this conjunction. So, I gotta say, it's one of the coolest, or one of the hottest. It's like a little fireball chasing the moon, perfectly synchronized resonance, and you can see some of the clouds moving in, making it look even nicer. Excuse me. So yeah, we got very lucky tonight. I feel very blessed to be able to see this and also share it and play around with all the optics. So rad. That last one was called Delicate. Couple more here. I have this one's called Bring Me Back. Look at that color. It's wild.
Ooh, just brings me back. Oh, bring me back out of the cold.
appreciate that. What's up? More Jello, please. All right, so my tracking is awful. I'm going to have to keep it going for a little bit longer because the view is absolutely killer right now. I don't want to reset the tracking this late in the game, but just watching the moon and Mars with y'all, all these cool colors. Look at that from the clouds moving through. Almost at the top of my window pane, my windowsill, so we're going to start getting some interference, but either way, looking real rad. Let's play a couple of tunes here, close out the show. I'll be back soon. It might be a little while, but I'll try and get in a show maybe around New Year's Eve, so if everyone's pretty tipsy, we'll do a late night into the new year together. Let's see. That's no fog. That's no fog. Oh, let's see. So yeah. And it's been a great time spent together. It's been a great time spent with you. I know we'll do it again soon. Yeah, don't run away. Don't run away. I thought I knew you, now you got to stay. Love the yellow colors, don't go. Come on, stick around for just a second here. It feels like the tracking is completely gone. There we go. Let me move that. Clouds playing me out. Meow, clouds playing me out. Meow. There we go again. Here we came from currents along the lines in space. Here we come, electric currents. Here we come, electric currents. Here come, yeah, here come electric currents. I think I actually might have to reset this tracking. Give me a moment here. Let's got that to work. It's a little bit better, just for now. Still seeing Mars and the moon before it completely fades. I see Gnostic Chef. What's going on, friend? Wow, back at it. Just for tonight, I've been really, really busy and haven't had a moment to do astronomy or stream, but I had to come on tonight. It was too good of a sky and energy and conjunction. All the things had to happen, so I am here. But definitely check it out. I wanted to play a couple more songs. Electric current, see, from you to me. Electric current, see. Electric current, see. See.
of someone I know. I need
Alright, that's it for me tonight. It's been a lovely evening hanging out with you all. Leave me a comment, maybe I'll sing you a song, maybe I'll sing your song. Leave me a comment, there's a star coming up on the screen. Leave me a love song, leave me a lyric, let me know makes me wonder. Something compressing space-time energy, something compressing. Makes me wonder. Something compressing time-space energy. Nice, Cyber Sully. Let's see, did I lose it completely? It's just my terrible tracking tonight. Up, up, up. There we go. There's a little Mars. There's the top of my window. Do. More songs, couple more songs, couple more songs, couple more songs. Morsels for your ears, couple more, maybe one more, maybe two morsels for your ears. Audible connection, resonance through imaginary simulated pipes. Tetra says, technical, do you see a chance to reduce the compression of the streams? I was thinking about that earlier. I should probably look into like upping the quality of the audio coming through from OBS. I just, yeah. Damn you, controller. Yeah, that's a good suggestion, Tetra. It's the end of the show. Strings you call the world a spark. Still my loved one, pray for fallen rocks. You didn't hear me though. You broke the world apart. I'll search for better days. We'll go all the way. I'm captain of the stars, yeah. Captain of the boxes, young infinite toxic, all got something to say. Lost in Kaleidoscope and Mars and the moon. Say you're my sister and I love you forever. Say you're my love and I love you forever. Say you're my sister and I love you forever. It's about time to make your eyes and notice me. Oh yeah, I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great afternoon. Love before I recall I knew the sun. The elements of God's graces. Watch out, all we know is from the one. The wrong chords and the space is hard. But it don't matter. But it don't matter. 'Cause I love you forever. Now really, this is really the end of the show. This is the penultimate song, I mean the final song. Catch you all real soon. We'll watch the moon together. Totally, it'll happen before you know. Your heart doesn't have to go without it for too long, for too long. I bid you sweet dreams, space darling. I bid you sweet space darling, brothers and sisters and everyone, space darling, space darling, it's you, darling, it's you, darling, it's you, darling, it's you. All right, everybody. Happy full moon. Happy last full moon of the year and conjunction in Mars. Stay strong, stay wise, stay brilliant. Watch Eileen McCusick. And I will catch y'all really soon. At least one show before the end of the year. Yeah, leave me a comment. And if I missed you in the email department, I apologize. And if I miss chatting you, I apologize too, in the most humble way, yeah, and sincere way. So take care, everybody. Much love. Captain signing off on another incredible space journey. This one was really, really, truly fun. And yeah, unbelievably blessed here. As I scroll for this last little fade out. What's the fade out? What is the fade out? Here we go. Remember, you made your own eyes and body.